Alrighty, hello and welcome back to Bioshock 2. We are exactly where we left off. That was the gift shop that we cleared. So let's go here. The foreshadowing in this game is quite interesting.
You're mean, Roger. It was probably your clumsy, fat hands that loused it up.
Typical fraud. Stay away from things you don't know nothing about.
Dang it.
Don't speak to me.
I am his sword, not the blood of the sun. My blood.
Wow, that was kind of cool. Interesting little scene we sort of got to capture. Ouch. Can you,
Seems like everybody's on the go these days.
can you not?
Everybody but you. You still haven't experienced Ryan Industries' new spring line of plasmids. Isn't it about time you got caught up? Evolve today.
Ow. I still have that headache, so I'm not exactly a huge fan of that. So this is cool. It kind of gives you a foreshadowing of what you can get. That's the telekinesis. That was in Rage, I think, from the last one. And then Wind Gust. I think those are new. That might have been... That was there. That was the photographer. So another Rage and stuff. Pick your plasmids and evolve. Okay, let's see if it's going to punish me for breaking into things when I shouldn't be here. Or if it's even going to let me. It will. Okay, or not. Well, it's not creepy at all.
We lost another of the Alpha Series protectors today in testing. Somewhere
That's me.
outside the city limits, he simply vanished. For these men, Rapture has no walls. We must find a method of conditioning them against abandonment of the Little Sisters. Something physical, possibly even lethal. The lab aides are starting to call them Big Daddies. Perhaps there's some genius to that. Bonded pairs, connected by a love that kills.
Wow. They're kind of unusual, to say the least. The fact that there's fire coming from the... Okay, can I grab that? Oops. Well, didn't quite intend that. Always to remind me. Incinerate. We need atom. Okie dokie. So, not too much lost by exploring. Like I said, I like to go the wrong way. Just to explore. I think it's kind of more interesting. It kind of gives you the illusion that you're making choices and deciding, even though you're really down a heavily scripted path thing, that is even more obvious that you're kind of skipping when you skip things, when you get to the level of like speedruns and things like that, where you're really kind of dissecting the game into, this isn't an experience, this is just triggering cutscenes. And I guess it sort of goes down to the whole, I mean, not really an argument, but just an idea of, do you play a game or do you experience it? Because I feel like I more so play games in that... Where's the door? Staff only. Cool. That when I play a game, I am always looking at it from an objective way and sort of seeing the game mechanics in it and understanding it by the game mechanics, as opposed to sort of immersion. So I guess that's sort of why I've always kind of connected with speedrunners a little bit, because that's what they do. They break things down into the game mechanics. They figure out how it actually works and functions.
Until you arrive, Father, I'm trapped here. Smuggling these gifts out is the most I can do to help.
Thank you. Cool. Look, at least you're a grown woman now, and I wonder if this game will continue the tradition of not being able to actually see people or be in the same room as people that are good. That's something that's been Unity and Metamorphosis. You and your stupid bug book. You what is, oh, I want to say Lepidoptera, but that's the genus that it is from. Let's smash the jugs. I wonder if Troll Power doesn't hurt.
In ethical psychiatry, we must account for...
Eleanor Lamb speaking. Mum says I'm not to play with the other children because they're being raised on a diet of dog eat dog. I wanted to see these dog eaters, so I waited until Mum was gone and went out to find one. And guess what? The dog eaters wear human skins. It makes them look just like us.
That's kind of interesting. That is the person I'm going for, and is considered mentally stable. Is a person that has kind of been messed up psychologically. But yeah, I guess I kind of more identify. There's a little sister ahead. To get at him, you must deal with her big daddy first. He will not attack. So you for a difficult fight. Neat. Cool. Have sort of an ally, as in the first fight, where you're just gonna float above in the thing. The themes, like, I'm trying to be more of an analysis, because I think that sort of suits me in that I'm more analytical and less kind of reactionary video, so I feel like that's just going to be best for if I'm trying to do some sort of interesting series. And it's expanding my mind. I am a film major at school, so I need to get into the mindset of analysis and looking for things and breaking things down and trying to see patterns and things like
now,
that.
Big Daddy won't bite until you do. But to get to Lil Sis, you gotta put the old boy down for good.
Interesting. See, I wonder if the let's save real quick just in case something really bad happens. I wonder if the okay, back off, booger. I don't think it'll hurt things if I just set this up here. And okay, and boom. Okay, wow. Wow, looks like we're going for a little bit more melee.
Take a breath, son. Now, just let her ride on your shoulders and she'll trust you like her own daddy.
Oh, that's kind of mean. I mean, it's nice I don't have to harvest her. Adopt. Hi there. That's a little bit more delightful than in the past. Can I see myself? No, I can't see.
We're in business. Now, there are corpses all over Rapture, and little Dimples there can sniff out the atom on them. Find one.
Little Dimples. Stop it. Oh, that actually is a really cool mechanic of just sort of breaking up the system. Instead of rescuing kill, it's you have to protect her, and now you are actually fulfilling the jobs as a real Big Daddy, which is very cool. So it looks like they did work, so that does answer the question for the future. Didn't work incredibly well, but oh well.
I found one of those children at last. Filthy dress, all alone. I approached her, praying that it was my little girl. But she was gorging herself on blood from a corpse. It wasn't her. I stared, just reeling. And then that skinny, armored freak that took Cindy jumped me, shrieking like an animal. I escaped, but become one of those things? I've got to find her
Oops.
now more than ever.
Where'd you go?
Smell the Adam, Daddy? Over there. It's this way.
Oh, you're on top of me. Okay. So there's predefined dead bodies. Great. Not just... Oh, right there. And this is probably a protect quest.
She's got a juicy one. But when she starts draining out the atom, the splicers will come running. Be ready before you set her down on that body.
That is a child of the family, not a toy for you to exploit and discard. It is fitting that you expire here. One more forgotten curio in Ryan's shrine to the self.
Here they come. Keep the splicers off her now till she's finished, or they'll never give up the hunt.
Ridiculous! How you run, creep!
Where did you go? I'm out of ammo. That's neat. I'm out of ammo. Oh my gosh.
Ta-da! Come on, Dad. I'm telling
Wasn't worth it.
girls that
It was not worth it.
Now you know the stakes, son. But a plasmid costs a bit more atom yet. Keep it up.
Great. That was interesting, to say the least. We're getting out of ammo. 24 versus 24. Yep, item management is definitely be a challenge in this game. But it looks like you can sort of get people into stun locks.
Strictly subpar. If any place needed a talented decorator...
Interesting.
See? Adam is near.
Knew it. So now, instead of sort of only having to kill Big Daddy, now simply gathering Adam is not that simple anymore. Because now it becomes a protect quest every time you need new Adam, which is going to be a pain in the butt. Because it means you can't just sort of get away with things. Like you could in the past, but oh well. You're not actually that bad, except for your face. Face is kind of messed up, but can't be perfect.
Why, hello there. My name is Andrew Ryan. I built the city of Rapture for children just like you, because the world above had become
Children just like
unfit
me.
for us. But here, beneath the ocean, it is natural to wonder if the danger has passed. If those we left behind will ever come to their senses. So, let us imagine tonight what might befall us on the surface.
Oh, that's great. Can we use his head? Where does his head go? Okay, we'll use this to kill somebody.
I told you about this one. Make him listen. Absconding innocent. How could you? Oh, yes. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Oh. So I've still got a little sister on my head. Gotta keep kiting and using that stun lock, because it hits quite fast, so you can kind of counter anything. But it's quite interesting. Like I said, I kind of relate to the speedrunning community just because of how they approach video games. It's like, yes, you can experience these things, but it's like finding the best way to do things. It's like once I found in the last game that like wrenches were basically broken, it's like heavy rivets. Extra damage to all targets. Cool. Did I naturally get more? Oh. That's kind of funny.
I think all of the children have finally fallen asleep. And now that the park is all quiet, I can't sleep myself. I guess it's just you and me, Mr. Voice Recorder. You, me, and 1959. I wonder what the new year will... What was that? Something's happened. The lights are going out. Kids, stay in your sleeping bags. It's gonna be fine.
That's a shame.
Come on, exert yourself. Flatten him out.
Interesting. Kind of saw that coming a little bit. That it's like, gotta be careful.
Troublesome old sunshine.
Anything else? Is that a real guy? Is that an animatronic dude? I think it's an animatronic dude. It's kind of cool. They had this sort of mannequins in the last game, and this time we've got the sort of animatronic things. Quite like the change in the environment, yet still saying the same theme. Fresh water, canned beans. Oh, the irony. Finding water inside of a station trapped underwater. Oh, item management. How I just missed you so much. So are we gonna switch to our machine gun when we finally get that? Or is our rivet gun? Because the rivet gun is basically the equivalent of the pistol. It was kind of good, high powered, but...
On the surface, the farmer tills the soil, trading the strength of his arm for a home and lands of his own. But the parasites say no. What was yours is ours. We are a state. We are God. We need our share.
It's just amusing. Bam! Boom! Bangity bang! Oh, can we kill the... We got the dog!
You fight like a... Don't get in between us!
Okay, it was less than ideal, but... This way... Okay, I think I see a camera. Do I not? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. What even is that? Is that a dog? Staff only. Is this a easy way back to here? It is. That's kind of convenient. That's nice. I like that. Including sort of backtracking ways so you don't have to walk and eliminate tons of dead game time.
You gotta fight just to do nature down here.
Can we get it?
Stupid piece of garbage.
You're kind of dumb. He even gives me one. Wow. I do. I wish it was a little bit more subtle with what it intended you to do with certain areas. It's like, well, okay.
Here's the angel.
Here's the angel. Okay, let's...
I've been rationing my supplies ever since the park got cut off from the rest of Rapture. Gotta stay strong. I'm holed up in this workshop surrounded by those wailing brats, trying to beat their way in. They want my food, my guns, They want it all. But I got a plan. Gonna fix up the transport sub that's been rusted in the maintenance bay. Then I'm gonna get the hell out of this hole. These animals want Rapture? They can have it.
I mean, might as well just start protecting her now.
We found Adam, Daddy.
Okay, next little cutscene. How many of these are we gonna have to do?
Delta. Indeed, I care for you in equal measure to any other
Is this
sentient
thing gonna
creature.
plop open?
But I cannot sacrifice 1,000 of my children for one rebellious son.
It's my own thing shooting at me now.
Don't let him get me, Daddy.
Must find shelter. You monster! Ridiculous! Poor little girl. She's helpless.
Daddy, I'm ready. Daddy.
Yay!
All right, Chief, we've almost got enough Adam now. To get the rest, you'll have to take care of that little sister. There should be one of the air vents they favor in the workshop. Bring her down there.
At least they have these convenient things next to all the arena zones. That turret definitely made things easier. Let's see how many bodies are here. No bodies! Wow, that's kind of sad considering we killed so many of them, but I guess they just disappear after a while. Okay. Or maybe they get replaced by lockboxes. Wouldn't that be convenient? Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be swell? Is this the same path as before?
Have that child, you monster!
Boom. Headshot.
Becoming woman is a damned collectivist. Here in Rapture, how could the council fail to see it? Worse, to hide her intent, she gulls these patients of hers into a religious frenzy. The new Kremlin will rise and swallow the council house before they realize they've been had. I will not have my city swindled by the parasite. Its guys. It is time, I think, to call Sinclair.
Okay. Okay. What have we got up here?
And I bagged up all the blankets so they'd be dry for her.
Rapture is a paradise of the ego, Eleanor. Under Ryan, the voices of an entire city sing the virtues of greed and pride. But truth, rather, is in the body. Already they grow weary of struggling against one another in fruitless competition. Observe the bent backs, the drawn faces. Ryan promised us more, they seem to say. In what shall we now believe? And Eleanor, it is our task to answer.
Huh. Wow, that's so much into just the psychology of things. Because there's the id and the ego. I thought it was the other way around, that the id was the logical and the ego was the irrational. emotional, but it's been a while since I've had AB Psych in high school.
You know you don't have a chance.
Boom. I should definitely brush up on my psychology. It's been a while. 50 caliber. I do miss the sort of menus, but like it's such an interesting contrast. That can we press this button?
The parasite makes nothing for itself. Its only tools are taxes and tithes meant to trick you into offering what it has not earned. In Rapture, on the surface, the scientist invests the power of his mind in a single miraculous idea and naturally begins to rise above his fellows. But the parasites say no. Discovery must be regulated, it must be controlled, and finally, surrendered.
Here, table of elements. Okay. I just love this way of exposition of just, oh, it's great, it's nice, and it's not obnoxious in your face of just like exposition, but it's still unique enough to be really kind of cool. I am kind of impressed that did they really have all of these elements back in 1945? Did they really have all of these? I am very curious about that. And how accurate is this? I guess they do have those missing, but I have to wonder about these things. How accurate were they being? Did they actually take a map or a periodic table of elements? But man, this is kind of cool. I can forgive its sort of inventory sins, except for like, you know, that glass is impenetrable. But okay, bang. Okay, that device apparently.
The artist strives to frame his ideals in an image, to challenge his audience and make his vision immortal. But the parasites say no.
Okay, that's what those hands are for. There's one more person. Ride maintenance. I wonder if we'll actually get into here. Oh, it's this way.
Accept his word, sinner.
Okay. Looks like there's gonna be more to do here. It looks like it's actually better to do those ones at the end because it's really a 4 in a row if you think about it, the way it kind of oscillates back. Man, we're getting kind of close to the end here. I think there's going to be more exposition, story, and things to do, so I think I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.